So Pat has talked about, of course everyone knows the challenge of Wake Forest RPOs. Yeah. What have you guys studied early on film to say hey, these are the things we have to take away this week after the things you guys have done this
year? Yeah, I think like I said earlier in the year, our loss with Western Michigan, when they really attacked us with the RPOs, we learned a lot from that game, and that made us way better as a defense. So we're incorporating a lot of those things over into this week, and we have a good game plan so far.
I know Pat said yesterday that it's a little unique in what they do. What is unique about Wake Forest and how they run it?
They run the RPO, but it's a little different. The quarterback will ride the mesh, all the way down to the line of scrimmage, and he'll pull it last minute and throw it, or hand it off. So we gotta have gap integrity in the box, and stars and safeties. They have to be ready for the RPOs.
Do you guys see that as an opportunity, though, when the mesh point is prolonged for so long that maybe your front four, front six can get after it?
Absolutely. I mean, there's definitely opportunity. I mean, we can, attack the mesh and, throw them off, get a hand up, because the balls will be a little bit lower to the ground. And, if we just, attack it and everybody does their job, it should be solid.
Does he show the quarterback show any tendencies to, when he whether run or pass, by some little techniques he shows?
Yeah.
Tips it off for you guys?
There's a couple of things, but I'm not going to say right now.
Phil, you guys have been really good on third down all year. How important is it to keep Wake off schedule?
Third down is huge. We call it money down. That's where you make your money. Third down is huge, but first, second down, we got to win those first to get Delta on the field, and to be in a passing situation so we can really get after it.
Do you feel like you guys have made good strides against RPO, the slants, the hits to the flat, because the other teams have tried them against you, haven't had as much success as Western Michigan?
Yeah, I think this year especially we've done the best against RPO we've ever done, and that's because of the adjustments we made from that loss early on. Like I said, a lot of good things came from that, and Miami did it a little bit too, and we learned from that also.
We know about the players-only meeting after that Western Michigan game, but first defensive meeting with Bates, what was that like? And if you can take us back to that.
Taking it back to that, yeah, it was very positive. It wasn't, a lot of yelling and a lot of negative. It was kind of like, all right, we're gonna regroup. Here's where we got to get better, and we just went and executed the next week at a high level, and we learned a lot from that and the Miami loss, and I think Coach Bates, he's a great leader, and all the seniors, we never flinched, and hats off to all the young guys too who bought it.
You mentioned no yelling. Has that been his style as long as he's been here?
I wouldn't say that's necessarily true. I mean, he's very intense, very enthusiastic, but in different situations, you can tell his character and his ability to lead. He knows when it's time to turn that on and turn that off.
He does yell from time to time.
Yeah, sometimes.
Phil, when you look at the guys that you lost last year, you could reason out, well, it's going to be tough for them to be a successful pressure on the quarterback, and you guys are right up there in sacks again. I mean, what has allowed you guys to be successful year over year, even though the faces seem to change?
Honestly, a lot of it is coaching. A lot of it is just players giving effort and buying in. And this year especially, I think us as seniors, we've took control of the group more. We have more meetings on our own, and linebackers have a great relationship with the D-line, and we all are working off each other, very nicely now, and we just keep learning and keep getting better.
Who are the guys that aren't seniors right now that are getting close to that level of saying I either want to be in the leadership meetings or they are in the leadership?
Voss, I put him right there with the seniors. One guy that's sticking out to me is Bengali. He came in there, he got a sack last game, and he's really bought into his role, this year, and I see a lot of potential in him, especially.
Did he line up at linebacker or end?
Linebacker. He's in Delta though,
yeah,
so he's kind of on the edge, blitzing and stuff. Yeah.
Phil, forgive me. Is that Delta? Is that a specific package?
Yeah, that's the third down package. That's when we're in certain situations, you know, we kind of go after the quarterback and tighten up, you know, the coverage in the back end.
When you look at, you know, what's going on in college football the last couple of days with the coaches and stuff, and you got Pat's in his 7th year, there are guys in his 8th year. Does it something to be said for, you know, staying the course and kind of hanging in there with your guys?
Yeah, I mean, this year's been, you know, crazy. It's been probably, you know, one of the best years of college football in a while, I think. But through all the ups and downs, you know, we just stay together. And Coach Narduzzi, I mean, he just wanted us to focus on Syracuse last week. You know, not look ahead, not look at, you know, NC State, not look at Wake Forest or Clemson. So he was like, yeah, don't even turn on the TVs, guys. Like, we're going to focus on Syracuse. And I really like that approach because, you know, it's easy to look ahead and be like, oh, I want to watch film on them. You know, we didn't really know who we were going to play at that moment yet. But as soon as we heard, you know, this week, you know, we were excited, and everybody was locked in, you know, watching film right after the game. And, yeah, we're ready to go.
So what is the emotion like? I mean, you guys break, I think, ACC championship, and now you're going to play for it in a couple of days. What's it feeling like in the building?
I think, you know, this is our second time there. This is my second time there. So last time I feel like we were very happy, you know, just to be there. This year, I don't think we're not fulfilled at all. You know, we're not just happy to be there. You know, we're trying to win. You know, and we know we can, and we know we should. You know, we just gotta go in there, execute, and we have a very good game plan defensively. And I know the offense is gonna take care of business. So we're going in there to win, and losing is not an option. You know.
So you guys are going to have that window to yourself, I think, that 8 o'clock window. I mean, for so many years it's been Clemson in that spot and Florida State before that. I mean, is it important to maybe show people that the ACC is not just one program?
Oh, yeah, it's very important. You know, we're kind of, you know, putting on for the whole ACC, you know, at this point. And, you know, I think that we're one of the best conferences in the country, you know, and very balanced, you know, top to bottom. It's a hard conference to make it through. Anybody could do it, you know, anybody could end up where we are, you know, and it's been a hard journey, and you know, we're going to finish, and we're going to show the world, you know, who Pitt is.
Is the buzz around practice in the locker room for week 13, game 13, a little different than it was maybe for week 14, week 4? I mean, how's it different?
Yeah,
how's it different this week?
I mean, it's just, I mean, honestly, this whole year we've had a purpose, you know. We always were in a race. So each week kind of has been similar to this, but obviously it's championship week. So every time we take the field, we're like, you know, we got to be great, perfect, championship rep. And everybody's very enthusiastic. You know, everybody's, you know, excited just to be here and just to keep playing.